All right. Carlos, what we want to talk about is I was giving them a little bit of where the deal was going south, and the guy phoned you back and said he was out because he talked to his lawyer. So I kind of briefed him on that, and you could just sort of maybe talk about that a little bit and how he got that back on track. And
Definitely, yeah. No, it's Ross has really changed things for us for our business. Wanted to change it to a little different strategy with real estate, and so we took a course with Ross and a while back, but we were struggling a lot to pull a deal through it. We just kept on looking at deals, looked at probably 100 houses or more, but always getting people saying no and walking away when they were looking at the contracts. And so December we had Ross come out and work with us because we're not willing to give up, and so I figured that had to be a better way. So he helped us get the deal there with the city police, and yeah, he was interested to go, and then it kind of got to the contracts there. I think his lawyer turned him off of it, which is kind of something we've been hearing a lot of. And so it was just really amazing to see Ross in action and his negotiation skills, and be able to just take that deal back on was really exciting. So yeah, we're really thankful for that and for what Ross does. So yeah, I'm definitely excited about going to the course there in Kelowna.
okay, so you'll be our second one. Hey!
Yeah, definitely have to be there. We've got to be there. I think Gus will definitely be there as well. So if that's possible.
Ask if he needs financing.
Yeah. What's that?
Ask if he needs financing.
Oh yeah. Hey, that's awesome, Carlos. So if we hadn't have gone in there and negotiated, that deal probably would have fell through, though, right?
Yes, definitely would have fell through like many other deals have. I mean, we're lacking the skills, to negotiate, and somehow we've lost a lot of deals like that, and we most definitely would have lost that deal again. So,
but you know what? So what's so cool is you never ever gave up, and that is.
Well, we just simply aren't willing to give up because we know this rent one, and it's just too good of a scenario. And,
right.
We're willing to give up.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Let's give a round of applause. Well, thanks, Carlos. I told him I would try and get hold of you at break, and just wanted to, because sometimes, when I get up here and stand up here and preach the gospel, it's not the same as coming from a guy who's in the trenches doing it. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, hey. I'm happy to, and I highly recommend Ross.
Whoa! Hey, right on. There you go. Okay. Thanks, Carlos.
Yeah, no problem.
See you later, buddy.
We'll see you. Thanks.
Okay. Now, also, on top of that, I don't know if you know, but Barb is the tenant buyer specialist. There's nobody I've ever met that can put tenants in properties like Barb can. Not just because she's just that good. And she was able to find a tenant buyer for that property too, so that's pretty cool. With $20,000 down. So Barb in her own right is awesome at negotiating with tenant buyers. She really knows how to take them. The tenant buyers want the world, especially when they don't have any money. And you got to bring them back to reality. And she's got a great way of doing that and negotiating. And part of that weekend that we'll do is we'll teach you not only how to work with owners, investors, but also with your clients, the people that are going to be moving into your properties. Because that's a negotiation too, right? And there's a lot of NLP as that. Okay, so moving right along here. The premise of NLP, we said before, is moving people from discomfort to comfort. And we have to respect the other people the way they view the world. Just because we view it one way doesn't mean it's right or wrong. It's just the way it is. Resistance. I love resistance. By the way, resistance, you should look forward to it. You should look forward to the no. At the break we were talking about, I actually prefer no. You know this whole idea about the old negotiation ways, if you will, or about getting people to say yes? How many have heard that? You got to get people to say yes in negotiating. Now it's changed. You got to get people to say no to you. Do you know why? Because people look at yes as a trap. If they say yes to you, they're like, okay, now I got to do something. But if you can ask the questions the right way, where they give you a no, they feel like they're in control, and they feel like they have an escape. So, instead of me saying, hey, Martin, are you ready to put a down payment on this property?
Yes.
That's hard for you to say, because it's like, okay, now I'm committed. But if I approached it this way, would it be a crazy idea for me to ask if you're ready to put down a down payment on this property? You would say, no.
No.
No, it's not crazy. See the difference? People, if you can ask the question in such a way that people will say no to you, you're going to be far more effective than getting people to say yes. So quit trying to ask the yes questions. Start asking the no questions. Because no is not the end of the discussion, it's the beginning of the negotiation. Accept the people the way they see the world, the way they behave, and your job using NLP is to change their behavior. That's what NLP is, why you learn how to do NLP, so you can change the way people react. Garbage in, garbage out. Your brain is just a computer. So if I can fill your brain with the right stuff, I can predict the outcome. If I can put enough good stuff in and turn enough of those positive neurons on in your mind. By the way, what's one of the best ways to get people to like you?
Cupcakes.
Smile. You know that a smile turns neurons on in your brain, positive ones? It makes all the difference. Do you know 2 out of 3 people are walking around in a negative mood? 2 out of 3 people walk around in a negative mood. So you're only going to meet 1 out of 3 that's already positive. Not that they're a negative person, but they're walking around in a negative mood. They're thinking bad thoughts. So if you can smile at them, you can change the way. If I smile at you, you've got to almost smile back, right? Yeah, you have to. See, you feel better already. Okay? All right, everyone is doing their best with the resources they already have. The nice thing about NLP is you're working with people that morally want to do good things. The only people that don't respond to NLP, do you know there's 2 types of people? Do you know what they are? Schizophrenics. They don't respond. And people who have chemical imbalances don't respond to NLP. Everybody else will respond to the NLP. Everybody. Even people who say, I'm not going to respond to you, I know what you're doing to me. Good. I'm already working on you. You can't help it. You can't help it because there's two rules in, or 3 rules in negotiation. You know what they are? I got them right here. The 3 rules are you have to be a great listener. The second rule is?
Great listener.
What?
A great listener.
Yeah, the first rule is of negotiation, you have to be a great listener. The second rule is all humans want to be understood, except for schizophrenics. And rule number 3 is rules are always rules. The rules of neuroscience are always rules. In other words, NLP works on everybody. Imagine the opportunity you have when you know how to work on everybody. Even the tough ones, even the tough negotiators. It's pretty cool, isn't it?